Haggling that saw the midday announcement pushed to 5 p.m. The National Dialogue Committee, co-chaired by National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah and former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, convened the meeting at 8:20 p.m. at Hilton Garden with the most of the agendas citing the high cost of living. Let's take a look.
Hello? Hello?
Early this year, the country was rocked by chaos as Kenyans took to the streets to protest the high cost of living. It was an anti-government campaign that was spearheaded by the opposition, leading to the formation of the National Dialogue Committee to discuss the issues that were considered the bone of contention. The bipartisan team sat, deliberated, disagreed to agree, and now their time has run out, and the results of that deliberation is what Kenyans have been waiting with bated breath. The report after the talks.
When Kenyans went to the street, they went to the street because of cost of fuel, cost of oil, cost of unga, generally cost of living. Now, there was no one in the bipartisan committee, the way they were constituted, who was an economist. Because an economic solution calls for an economic problem calls for economic solution. So if bipartisan were made of politicians, MP, senator, and they are not economically qualified to address the economic situation, there will be no solution which is economic. What is happening in Bomas was a political process. It was not an economic process.
The cost of living debate became the last subject of deliberation. Fred Ogola argues that it might have been for show.
Yes, because remember that when Raila Odinga met with William Ruto in Mombasa, mandamanos have never taken place. Raila's interests and Ruto were discussed that time. And Gachagua said it. Mambo yaliisha, Mombasa, I'm not the one speaking. This is the deputy president who told you that I am the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Expect nothing out of Mandamano, the amount out of Bomas. So it's not my words. The things ended there. These ones were just a way to manage Kenyans, cool tempers, and then just Kenyans will see unga where it is, oil will be where it is. In any case, it's getting worse.
High taxation has been a subject of debate, making life unbearable. The FKE released a report that 70,000 Kenyans have already lost their jobs.
FKE released the results by saying there's investor flights leaving the country, isn't it? Job losses are taking place, isn't it? With all these taxes and the rest, cost of living is going up. Wage bill is having a strain. Cost of creating new jobs are taking place. Youths are extremely unemployed. Yet they're cheating you because the Finance Act has been passed, isn't it? Finance Act cannot be withdrawn now. And the Finance Act has been passed by who? The same government. Who is sitting in Bomas to discuss about cost of living? Only a fool can wait for anything to happen in this government.
What next for Kenyans?
Kenya should reject this report because I can say one thing is that it has not solved why we went to Bomas. Because if it has not solved it, why should we accept it?
5 points issues that were political in nature made it to the table for deliberations, with most, if not all, being debated on their constitutionality.
I would see a lot of illegalities in the report. One, the leader of opposition is illegal in the constitution because the leader of opposition is Opiyo and I, leader of minority. He should offer that position at the moment, isn't it? And if they want to change the structure of government, you can only do that by going to the referendum. So they cannot propose something because the constitution protects the structure of government, isn't it? Musalia Mudavadi's position is equivalent to the DP's position. I told you, look at the JD. And we are in court challenging it. So what we said that is very clear is that the only way to change the structure of the executive, because you said Musalia Mudavadi is a prefect of the cabinet secretary, isn't it? The structure of government says that the ministers report directly to the president, not even the deputy president. So you create a prefect in charge of ministries, you are destroying the structure of government. Okay.
A nation that came to a standstill because of anti-government protests, and one whose citizens are hanging by a thread as they struggle with the high cost of living. Their fate now hangs in the 10-member team report. Brian Amwai, Look Up TV. Nairobi.